Labberdabberlapp, was geht ab? Euer Silver Dragon ist wieder am Start. Und wir spielen hier weiter Bleach, das Anime-Game. Ein Fighting-Game. Das ist von der Anime-Serie Bleach. Wer es nicht kennt, sollte es mal abchecken. Ist eine ganz gute Anime-Serie. Ich fand sie nicht schlecht. Wie es bei den meisten anderen ausgesehen hat, keine Ahnung, ist mir auch völlig egal. Ich hab Bock auf das Game, Leute. Gestern kam es heraus. Und wir spielen es hier weiter. Abfahrt. Checkt den letzten Part ab. Ganz wichtig, Leute. Letzten Part abchecken. Für den ganzen Kontext und den Gedöns, damit ihr das auch wisst, was passiert ist. Und wie das Spiel funktioniert. Wie das Spiel funktioniert und alles. Letzte Part, Leute. Ganz wichtig. Checkt den letzten Part ab. Sonst rafft ihr hier einfach gar nichts.
And then I remembered the promise I made to my abuelo. I know, abuelo, I know. These big fists of mine aren't supposed to be used for hurting people. This mighty body of mine is for protecting people. I know that now. So please, I ask of you, give me the power that I need.
Okay, wissen wir Bescheid. Gibt's voll aufs Metti. Ab weiter. Oh Bro, komm, mach den Kampf.
Wait, hold on.
Digga. Wir spielen hier Story-Content. Achso, das war's schon. Ja, wir spielen hier Story-Content, Leute. Natürlich gibt es hier voll viel Kontext und so einen ganzen Gedöns. Aber vieles werden wir auf jeden Fall überspringen. Ein paar Sachen werden wir mitnehmen. Welt der Lebenden. Ich bin müde, ey. Ich bin echt müde, Leute. Arbeiten. Wir haben es inzwischen voll spät. Mitten in der Nacht. Ist auch für heute der letzte Part, den ich mache. Und danach gehe ich schlafen. Ja, okay. Stichwort überspringen bei der gemächlichen Kampf. Ich will Kampf.
Is that Ichigo? Man, what a berserk way to fight against Hollows.
I know all about your story now. Were the Soul Reapers right? Or was it the Quincy's? To be completely honest, I have no opinion on that. But I do know one thing. Who do you? You?
I don't care what happened to the Quincy's 200 years ago. I heard the story a long time ago from my master. It's a little more than just an old legend.
Moment, Leute. Oh Mann, ich muss das unbedingt hier die Anzeige mal ausstellen. Die linke Seite. Das nervt.
So sentimental, but I'd hold that against you. When I heard the story of the fall of the Quincy's, I actually thought the Soul Reapers were right. Until I saw my master die before my eyes.
Oh, eine Zwischensequenz, oder was?
Because he was one of the last surviving Quincy's, my master was kept under constant round-the-clock surveillance. But nonetheless, Master kept arguing the case to the Soul Reapers that Quincy's were necessary. He thought of ways for both groups to fight together. Soul Reapers, in the peace of the Soul Society, are always slow to respond to Hollows in this world. He argued that it would be better to have a team of Quincy's in this world who would be constantly on the lookout for Hollows and able to deal with them quickly. But the Soul Reaper's reaction to that was always the same. They'd say, "Don't interfere with our work." So, my master was killed. The enemy that day was 5 large hollows. It was obvious he was no match for them without the help of the Soul Reapers. But as always, they were slow to arrive on the scene. They showed up and defeated the hollows 2 hours after my master had started fighting. Master had been dead for an hour before they arrived. In the end, Master's philosophy was never able to get through to the Soul Reapers. If they'd listened, they'd been willing to embrace his ideas. If they had recognized the strength of the Quincy's, they would have been able to arrive in time to save him. And Master wouldn't have had to die. Do you understand, Ichigo Kurosaki? I must demonstrate it to you. I have to show you the strength that the Quincy's possess. Frankly, I don't want your help in this battle. You're a Soul Reaper, and I'm a Quincy. Our 2 ways of thinking are totally different. If you think that my way is wrong, then please just watch from there. I will be more than happy to demonstrate its effectiveness for you.
You talk too much! The point is, your master's #1 desire wasn't to prove that the Quincy's are better than the Soul Reapers. He wanted both of them to fight together as a team. If we don't do that now, we may never get another chance. So Soul Reapers and Quincy's are as opposite as bookends. Fine. Fighting against overwhelming odds is still better when it's done back to back.
Back to back? But how so? You mean actually fighting together? A Quincy and a Soul Reaper? Side by side?
Are you still hung up on that? It's kill or be killed, and fighting alone is tough. We have no choice. We have to help each other. Isn't survival a good enough reason to overcome our differences? I was born a human. I really don't even know all that much about Soul Reapers. I mean, I'm not doing this work because I like it. But I do want to defeat the Hollows.
Why?
Because my mother was killed by a Hollow. Now do you finally get it? That's enough reason by itself. But it's not the only one. It's just becoming a Soul Reaper has given me purpose. Since that Hollow killed my mother, my dad and sisters have had a really rough time. I don't want anyone else to have to go through that. I don't want to see that again. So I fight them. I'm not a superhero or anything. It's not like I can protect everybody in the entire world. But at the same time, I don't just want to protect the few I can hold in my arms either. I want to protect as many people as I can. Uryu, whatever your reasons for it, this contest that you challenged me to is endangering a whole lot of people. It was irresponsible. And for that, I won't forgive you. But now, we need to fight together. There are too many of these things to waste any more time. It's kill or be killed, so let's kill as many of these bastards as we can. I'll kick your butt later. How about it?
Jeez. You talk too much, too. But nonetheless, Ichigo.
Unser Stichwort, die reden alle beide zu viel. Oh, kurz vor Stufe 5.
Huh? Wait, Ichigo. The Hollows. They're acting.
Where is the target axis?
It's not confirmed.
So,
Was?
to where exactly are we being sent anyway?
We're moving out. Release the Hell Butterfly.
Hold on. Capture or kill, huh? This isn't a job for a Soul Reaper, is it?
Whew, we barely made it.
Okay. Ist er wieder in der Schule?
After encountering the Soul Reaper, Rukia Kuchiki, Ichigo Kurosaki gained the power of the Soul Reaper. He would go on to defeat several Hollows with Rukia, living the life of the substitute Soul Reaper. Ichigo met Uryu Ishida, descendant of the Quincy clan, wiped out by the Soul Reapers. They defeated a Menace Grande, a threat under the Royal Special Task Forces jurisdiction. This exploit caught the attention of the Soul Reapers in the Soul Society. Having observed this battle, Rukia sensed an impending danger looming on the horizon. And yet, this crisis would arrive at the doorstep much sooner than she could have ever imagined.
Reapers of Soul. Oder Souls. Bleach, Reaper of Souls, Leute. So heißt das Spiel. Checkt das gerne ab.
Hey, Rukia. Dinner time.
Wisst ihr Bescheid.
Huh? Are you kidding me? Seriously? She took off again.
Rear conformity, 113. Nerve union rate, 88.5. Are you serious? You mean she's really in a Gigai? You know, the visual department's information wasn't very good, but... Rukia Kuchiki, we found you.
Love, romance, I think that stuff's boring. Feelings of attachment, affection, friendship, it's all boring. If eventually I must leave this place, friendship and affection will only make it difficult. And then there's jealousy. None of them are necessary emotions for a Soul Reaper to have. They're burdensome, Rukia Kuchiki. I believe that I may have stayed too long in this world.
You're quite right. But then, there is an upside to all this. You see, because you stayed too long, you at least got to live for a little bit longer than you would have been able to otherwise, Rukia.
Renji Abarai?
Hunters from the Soul Society are nipping at your heels right now. And you're telling me that you're so lost in thought that you didn't even notice it? I realize that you're an Ikigai, but it only took you a couple of months to completely lose your edge. Talk, Rukia. Tell me where he is. Where's the human who stole your powers?
What? What are you talking about? Just because I'm in a Gigai, that doesn't mean my powers were stolen. And how dare you even suggest that a human could take them?
It was a human. I see. So that's the reason why you have that expression on your face. You're not allowed, but now.
Ja, wollen wir mal. Ja, die verschleppen die jetzt wieder zu ihrer Welt zurück. Zu dieser Society-Gedöns. Und,
Show? Who are you? What unit are you with? And where'd you get that ridiculously oversized Zanpakuto?
Ichigo, you fool! Why did you come?
Yes, I see. Now I know who you are. Should have guessed. You must be the human who stole Rukia's powers!
What are you gonna do about it?
I'll kill you! Dodge it if you can! I'm still here! Here it comes! You're pretty good! Get serious! Get serious! Strike back! Let's just start! Come on! That's what I'm talking about! Strike back! Now it's fun! Strike back! I'll cut you down!
Sorry. I'll kill you.
bam, hauen wir den erstmal die Zahl runter.
Hey, question for you. What's your Zanpakuto's name?
Huh? Name? He doesn't have a name. Wait, you're saying that you named your Zanpakuto?
Really? You can't even ask your Zanpakuto what its name is. And despite that, you really think that you can fight me as an equal? You're 2,000 years too early!
That last one was something else.
You're pretty good. Here it comes! I'm still here! I'll win this! Dodge it if you can!
Sorry. I'll kill you.
Not so now!
What's wrong? You got slow all of a sudden. You know, I'm pretty sure that I can take you apart!
Incredible. I can't believe this. Spiritual pressure is absolutely flooding right out of him.
Let's finish it. This ends in victory for me!
What about this? That's what I'm talking about. Here it comes. Be serious. I'm still here. Here it comes. You're pretty good. Here. That is. I'm still serious.
Oh, der hat mich erwischt.
Let's go. Sabimanu! Look, there stands. Yes, dinner is served. What? No way. You mean you're still able to move right now? Excellent. After all, it's hardly any fun whatsoever, butchering a crippled pig. Come on then, let's see what you've got. Go ahead, start swinging your...
Ich hab gedacht, da kommt nichts mehr.
What happened? Wait. Did he get me?
You're slow, even to fall.
Was I cut from behind? From the front? I don't know. Ow!
Byakuya!
It's been a long time since I saw him in action. He's still peerless. I could only catch a glimpse of the second stroke. Really just a blur. I never saw him draw his sword at all. I never saw him sheathe it either. And I know him very well indeed. But the boy, he probably doesn't have a clue. I bet he doesn't even know what hit him. But still, what was that abnormal spiritual pressure of his? It's strange.
What's the matter, Renji?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I didn't need your help, though. I could have handled that one all by myself.
Come now. Even I get rusty if all that I ever do is watch.
No. Not this man.
Ichigo. Let go of me, Renji! Ichigo's...
Just forget about him. Face it, the boy is dead. Don't make things any worse for yourself by crying over a corpse. Listen to me. If you so much as lay one finger on him, they're gonna add 20 years to your sentence.
I don't care. I got Ichigo into this. It's my fault. He was killed all because of me. What's wrong with going to him? After all, he gave his life for me.
Even though your punishment would end up being increased, you truly feel that you must go to this boy. Do I have that right? I understand, Rukia. This child, I see it. He looks very much like him.
I'm dead. I look like somebody? Listen, you better not keep telling the story when I'm not around. You hear?
Let go, boy.
No way. He's still able to move? Impossible. I don't understand. How can his will be so strong?
So, you must not want to keep it, that hand of yours.
What are you doing?
You're a mere human. How dare you touch my brother's Shihakusho! You need to know your place, boy!
What?
Let us go, brother. The boy's actions have awoken Rukia Kuchiki from a slumber and stirred me to action. Come along and bring me to the Soul Society. There, I shall humbly pay the price for my crime.
Wait! What are you saying, Rukia?
Come on. Just give up already. Stop flailing about. And die quietly like a good little boy.
Why would you even bother to sully your blade any further on him? And soon, he will breathe his last breath anyway. Come now, let us go, brother.
Wait! Rukia! Quit joking around! Hey! Look at me! Hey!
Be still! Move even 1 inch from that spot. Just one. Try coming after me! Do that, and I will never, ever forgive you. You don't have very long to live. Just lie there now, and try to think of happier times.
Very well. If that's how it is, we won't finish him. With 2 mere strokes, I shattered his Konpaku vitals, the soul chain, and the soul sleep, which means he's as good as dead. And if he does manage to survive, he will have no more power, no portion of your spirit energy, much less the stolen Soul Reaper power will remain. Renji.
Sir! Kaijo, release!
I can't talk. I can't move. Rukia. She saved me again. Pain. Heaviness. Cold. Hurts. It really hurts.
Ja, in der Anime-Serie hat er auch voll kassiert an dieser Stelle. Der hat übelst auf die Mütze gekriegt. Hat es aber natürlich auch überlebt, ne? Boah, Leute, das ist die originale Titelmelodie. Die waschechte originale Titelmelodie aus der Staffel. Aus der Anime-Serie. Leute, aus der Anime-Serie. Original übernommen. Überkrass. Bleach. Geil. Mega geil, Leute. Haben die den Originaltitelsong von den Anime-Serie hineingepackt in das Spiel, Leute. Originale Soundtrack von dem Anime-Serie. Und der hat ihn etwas trainiert, der Typ da. Der hat ihn trainiert in der Society. Er hat ihn quasi mitgenommen dahin. Unvollendete Tat, eine Silbertrophäe, Leute, ich lade sie euch hoch. Falls ihr sie aus irgendeinem Grund nicht haben solltet. Hier sind wir schon Kapitel 2. Soul Society. Gucken wir nach.
Renji Abarai and Byakuya Kuchiki, assassins sent from the Soul Society. Ichigo held his own after Renji defeated Uryu, but was helpless against the Byakuya. Ichigo solicited the help of Kisuke Urahara, undergoing a 10-day training regimen in the hopes of obtaining a new power and ultimately rescuing Rukia Kuchiki. Then he
ein Training.
His inner existence taught him a certain truth. This allowed Ichigo to seek out the Soul Reaper power within him and regain his strength. In the meantime, Orihime, Chad, and Uryu all underwent their own training in order to rescue Rukia. The four of them completed their training and, throughout the guidance of Yoruichi, invaded the land of Soul Reapers, the Soul Society. Each arrived with a new strength, a steel resolve, and a Sullivan bow etched in their hearts.
Also die Story ist schon mal echt gut. Haben die schon sehr, sehr gut gemacht.
What's that? It's coming down. Move everyone back. Now!
Yes, sir.
It's coming right at us! Run!
Oh no!
We have no choice. Infuse it with all the spirit energy you've got.
Now!
Ichigo. Ichigo. He's always had that look on his face. Ever since that one rainy day. That day, 2 Soul Reapers came from the Soul Society into our world, leaving Ichigo wounded and taking Rukia back with them. She was accused of apparently breaking a serious rule from her world, but she followed them to make sure they'd spare Ichigo. After that, when Rukia had disappeared, everything in our world just went on more or less peacefully, just like it usually does. It was as if the girl called Rukia had never even been here, like she never came in the first place. But it felt really weird. After all, there was no doubt that she had been a dear friend of ours.
Thank you, Orihime.
Something in Ichigo's eyes changed on that day. From then on, they showed his resolve, his wish to do something for Rukia. Seeing Ichigo like that, I found a new resolve too.
Wissen wir Bescheid. Ja, wissen wir Bescheid, Leute.
What a tiny patch of sky. Huh? What's this? The sky is glowing.
Der Himmel leuchtet.
Stay together. Soon now, it will swirl and disappear. If we're separated when that happens, we'll all be hurled in different directions by the vortex.
What the?
It has begun. Grab someone close to you and hold on. Don't get separated.
Uryu!
Chad!
Chad!
Ichigo.
Okay, listen. You won't have to hit people on your own account anymore. But in return, you have to hit people to help me.
Yes, that's right. The promise that I made you when we'd just gotten to know each other. From that day, I'd promised that I'd use my fists to help you. If you want to break into the Soul Society in order to save Rukia Kuchiki, then I promise you this too. I'm gonna fight by your side, Ichigo. We trained for 10 straight days. Yoruichi pushed us, all so that we'd be able to help you out. Uryu was training too. although somewhere else far away. And now the time has come, and we've finally arrived here. But at this rate...
Ja, 10 Tage am Stück haben die trainiert, Leute. Die wurden zur Maschine.
Don't worry, he'll
Von
be all
Ameise
right.
zu einer
But if you
Maschine.
hope to encounter him again on the ground, you'd better think of a way to save yourselves.
No! Orihime!
Ichigo!
Whoa! They're shooting off in different directions. Which one is it? The strongest one. Which could it be?
Captain Zaraki! We have no choice. Let's go search over there.
Let's go!
Hime. Orihime.
Oh no, Ichigo! Close quarters combat.
Orihime, are you all right, Orihime?
What? Uryu.
Sorry, I'm not Ichigo. I'd say that we got pretty lucky. We landed here when there's no one else around.
Really? What luck? Oh!
Be careful. You were injured in the crash. I gave you first aid with the bandage that I had.
You did? Thank you, Uryu.
I'm sorry. You used your powers to protect me. If you'd been by yourself, then you wouldn't have gotten hurt.
You think so? As clumsy as I am, I probably would have gotten hurt anyway. And then there would have been no one around to bandage me up.
Ja, das überspringen wir mal, damit es ein bisschen schneller geht.
Ichigo and his friends came to my sister, Kukaku Shiba, looking to find a way that would allow them to get into the Serete. Ultimately, she was able to come up with a plan of action that would get it done. She put us inside a spiritual energy cannonball and shot us from the fireworks launch pad so that we could drop in from the sky above. I only tagged along in order to make sure that I could keep an eye on them. But to be honest, I really couldn't stand this guy in the Soul Reaper clothes at all. However...
Thing is, she saved my life. I still haven't been able to repay her for that yet.
He's risking his life, all for the sake of someone that he's only known for a few short months. And, well, I hate to admit it, but that actually kind of moved me. I thought that maybe there's a chance he wasn't like all of the other Soul Reapers. Still, my brother was killed by a Soul Reaper. He was a total genius. He became lieutenant in just a mere 5 years after joining the 13 Court Guard squads. He was killed by the very Soul Reapers that he believed were in fact his true friends. I was just a child, but I'll never forget the terrifying face of the Soul Reaper who dragged my dying brother to our house, and that my brother's face actually looked happy when he thanked that Soul Reaper at the end. I really don't get it. I don't know why he would have done something like that. I can tell that he never succumbed to hating the Soul Reapers, and that he continued to trust them, right up until the bitter end. And I wanted to know why. We were extremely lucky to be able to get into the Serete, but our mission here has just begun, and we're not even close to the hard part yet. So, what are we gonna do now? Do you even know where that Soul Reaper you're looking for can be found? Any idea?
Well, no idea. But frankly, the only choice that we really have now is to just start running around and look for her.
Jeez, If that's how prepared you are, you're gonna end up getting kicked out of here.
Last time they just took me by surprise.
Listen, remember that you're in the Serete now. You know what that means? It means that there are strong enemies everywhere here. That Judanbo guy is nothing in comparison.
Vor stärkeren Gegner wimmelt. Ja.
Man, that monster gatekeeper, huh?
It has been quite a while. No one's tried to crash the Ceremon, the Spirit Gate, without a permit. At last I have a customer. So I bid you welcome, boy.
Der ist der Torwächter. Damit man nicht quasi in die nächste Ebene kommt. Boah, Leute, wir haben schon wieder 40 Minuten voll. Macht tut's was besser, euer Silver Dragon. Ich bin einfach zu müde. Tschüss.